Can you be my horror cutie? Can you be my, can you be my horror cutie?
I can be a horror cutie. I can be a, I can be a
horror cutie.
What's up? I should have saw it earlier. Christian, long time no see. How are you? Let's go. How are you? I hope you had a nice sleep. And Sliver, I see you there. How y'all doing? Oh no. Uh-oh. Right. Yep, that's the thing. Little dodge, but yeah, there you go. Chilling any day now. Yeah. Like intro. Yeah. Slept and got busy. Oh. What am I hearing? I just launched the game. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna quit that. I want everyone to hear it. So I'm gonna switch on over, and then fucking launch the game again. Cause what the fuck? Yeah. How are you? Oh, I'm gonna move my avatar. Wait a minute, wait a minute. There we go. Okay. What's going on? You're here instead of food? Ask girl. But say the stream doesn't provide much nutrition. It doesn't. So I suggest getting some snackies and then coming and watching. Okay. It's only going to go for 2 hours. So if you got time, yes, more than happy for you to watch. However, food is more important. So, doesn't, but it's entertaining to leave. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna launch this. I'm hoping it clicks right away. It does. Hell yeah.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Starting! Starting!
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
This is what I was hearing.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
But France is lying to you.
Okay. So from what I understand,
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
I never got around to trying it. Looks interesting. Yeah, I've seen MatPat play this, funnily enough. How we were talking about game theory the other night. It is
Cannot believe you.
definitely interesting. Use code Shocky Boy for 10% off your Wraith order. Alright, so.
We're still vassal slaves, we're just
Never
in
heard of this
prettier
game?
cages.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Megan,
Experience the story without the stress.
getting started.
Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Less challenging. Less demanding. Viewers don't switch off so easily. Recommended. Let's go broadcaster. It's also very loud in my earholes. So basically, yeah, we're gonna be this guy. Switching different between cameras for your viewing experience at home.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in
Hello,
to clean
Dave.
up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Experience.
Underneath that, you've got screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
It really is.
Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
So the fan's turned off, huh? Oh, this overheats? Huh.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk.
Coming up later on.
You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
On 4 old ladies from East Greenfield.
Exercise with Ham
Followed at 8
Sleeves,
PM
My
by
Salad
award-winning
Weekly,
documentary series, The Shape
Alan
of Now,
James,
which tonight looks at the history of
Crazy
the knee-length
Neil,
sock and its importance during the Great
Come to
Blackouts of
Bumley.
1871. Not one to miss.
Welcome to
At
Freddy.
9 PM, sit
It
back and
certainly
relax
feels
with
like
multiple
that.
award-winning
Alright,
movies,
so we
The Freedom of Being Colin,
choosing
taking
3
us
out
all
of
the way
these.
up to 11:15.
Exercise with Ham Sleeves?
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Sounds interesting.
Did I see if you make me
grilling his
pastries?
guests
Yeah, I thought it
in
might increase our
sizes.
viewing
And
figures.
tonight's
Every day, you offer me prawns every
Right, mate, load the ads. The broadcast is starting soon.
Coming to Bumley,
5,
Crazy Neil.
Right, quick as you can, select screen 1.
Jeremy Donaldson. for the
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh.
Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving
we're
on
all
up.
good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the farm market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Ham Sleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance Headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right, button
That's
2
what's coming up on
in
tonight.
3, 2,
National
1.
News.
Now, lovely, mate. Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Oh, you can hear what they're talking in the back. You can see all this shit. Behind the scenes. It's behind the scenes.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
First, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
What the
former Home
fuck?
Secretary
Great, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Which
to hear
one?
the co-leaders accept.
Exercise with Ham Sleeves. Let's go.
2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. Thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. Doesn't remember.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb.
These aren't my
1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
The break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds,
seconds, everybody.
Oh.
Johnny Hands, please.
Oh my god.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first off, Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen.
And they're doing all the talking.
Thank you,
so-
Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare.
They do all the talking for me, so hell yeah.
Today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is a
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild ride this has been. I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but
What the
honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, indeed. Historic. Difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the brain.
Dedicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Sure, looks like Blunderclatch is losing in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
No, we mustn't.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
See you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Rocks the walls, quick censor it. I ain't censoring my shitty fucking sweats.
Match it back by going downwards.
Hell nah. god, oh god, oh god, okay.
The sterility. This folder. This folder. This is the key.
What the fuck?
Yes, perfect, mate.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Okay. Come to Bumley. Let's go. Gotta go down the clock here.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert
After a
getting
long
louder.
day exploring Bumley,
Good.
you can
It's set to start censoring.
One of
Like I say, it takes a little practice,
you could
but
take
I'll try and help you
advantage of
through
our
it, and
famous
soon we'll have you
the
bleeping
radio
like
in the
a pro.
car for on Friday. We
Remember,
gathered to watch
button
Ham's
lights
fight.
up,
Come on,
count
Harold,
1,
scruffy old
2,
head.
and hold it down.
Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time you're
Hey,
back?
Dono.
Select screen 1 now that you've got the feed.
Dry
Don't
season.
wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your
And a
keyboard,
lawyer and a
1 to
TV
4.
personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Yes, I talk.
Welcome
I
back.
talksies.
And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start? Okay.
Go for it,
Well,
Pat.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. And well, what a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. You, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
We're a
That's what you
broadcasting,
have when things are
so
going well. When the country is
we're
suffering,
currently
you
doing a
need
show,
party, you
which is
need
kind
a
of meta
team.
to a degree.
Team
But yeah,
that can change things.
I just hope I don't fuck
But
things up.
today is day 1 of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act, working with the tax office, a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. to properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits
Oh,
said we have to
Mr.
raise
Pundits.
billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours.
They talk for so long.
Ferret
Oh my
shite.
goodness.
So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you
Hamburger, how are
raise.
you?
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
Fast.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again, just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now.
Good job,
Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Over Christmas, you've got an aunt. She's going to leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want her sitting on this white sofa. She's going to have to sit on the dark sofa. This is the deal with Neil Appeal. You want to throw your money at us. We'll give you a leather sofa for a price that is just crazy. If you've got lightning, strike it. Then strike whilst the lightning is hot. You've got a disused sofa. We don't care if it's smelly, stuck in front of your telly, full of welly. We'll take that shit away. Don't make a meal out of it. Make a deal out of it. We got a big ass deal on a big ass chair. We've got white chairs, blue chairs, stools, inflatable chairs. This is a crazy deal with Neil Appeal. You don't want no lame ass chair. You want a great chair. We had a man come down the other day and he brought in his young daughter and he wanted her to have the best chair. We got those chairs. We got more of those chairs. We got tall chairs, chairs on wheels, wheelchairs. We got chairs for twins, chairs made out of steel, chairs that are steel and a deal. We got those chairs. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals. You want a toilet? We can do you a toilet. We can do you a toilet next to a chair. We can do you a chair next to a toilet. Hell, we can even do you a toilet chair.
Okay, it's fun to watch this ad, but I'm gonna continue on. Sequence with D. All my other shit was there. What the fuck? Anyways, game does look fun. Yeah, Hamburger. I don't know if you heard me, but how are you? What do you mean it's dusty? Why is it dusty? How dust? Apparently can't type. I mean, at least your message got across. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I should have started early, but I slept in. Broke as poor. Well. I don't like how loud this part is. Broadcast.
That's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game.
You need sleep, Dino.
And it's a nail-biting quiz tonight.
It's essential.
As a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the New York soap and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the
So this is
election
what
win that experts
my
said just
result
couldn't
is,
happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global...
Blah, 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 blah.
But first, the votes are in.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Hi, I'm world-class sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves. I'm not fat, but you are.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm choosing that bucket out again. What the fuck?
Welcome back to the National Nightly News.
We might optimize the game.
Jake, did you see that? Was that missed? There was something white on the screen. I only seen it for a split second. I couldn't tell what it was.
It's a good chance it was. Not the big move, by the way.
There are no temperatures in this room. I'm gonna quickly press
the little one then. That was a weird clip. This is like them on helium. Oh, I need to bring helium on stream.
Peter Johnson, the director. He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that. Wow, that is fantastic.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm done.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go.
Oh.
And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Loading.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going 5, 4.
Good evening.
That's boring as fuck. What'd you say? Zach, we must hear them all. Especially like an abrupt entrance that happened.
Coming up on tonight's National Nightly News. Seriously, that prick blonde a clutch on election night?
Yeah, Megan's pretty pissed off too.
I'm not surprised. The bloke with no democracy, he's shutting his cornflakes.
Yeah, but he's hot now.
As a person into oxygen thieves.
10 seconds, everybody. Your fragility is leaking. Going in 5, 4, 3.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. With an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down. for the break.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
That's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Alright, so Blunder Clanch. This one. Oh, one. This one. Play. I feel tired. I mean, we're only been streaming for a couple hours. But I'm curious to see what this is about. And if you guys want to see a full Let's Play of this,
These
then
aren't my cards.
hell
Please
yeah.
tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one BC interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much. For...
10 seconds, everybody.
oof.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
You want to see full Let's Play? Well, hell yeah.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later will be...
I am definitely curious to do that. Oof for Megan? Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Now, we've already seen interview part. What happens towards the end of it?
Lawrence, do tell us what's going on here.
I'd be delighted. This is a really pivotal scene where my character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
Why the
just
ham?
had to. I had to. Oh, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
Oh. Oh. All right. Yep. Sure. I think you can see all the adverts too. Rupert's right. Holy crap. I need to get to the settings. If it'll let me. Oh. An unexpected form. You arrive home for find on the map, or find post on the map. Most being nothing more than usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all what the fuck? The first page is filled in already? It's got my name, spouse, and children? Doesn't know, I just at a pizzeria. I mean... yeah. Oh, you mewed. At least you got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be productive, get to work immediately, ease yourself, you know, orientate yourself. reminisce with friends about old jobs, be friendly, introduce yourself to your new co-workers. I'll ease myself in. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. A file of minor importance. You would help your colleague cover up the violation. Recommend that your colleague reports it. Promise your colleague that you will not tell anyone. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. The fuck they doing confidential shit? Hell no. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than previous ones. You would leave work early and head home to see your family. Leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues. Stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. I mean, this is pretty much what my job is now. Gotta fucking hit those deadlines, man. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family, are washing your hair that day. What? Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it? Have been practicing with your co-workers and think you'll win the talent contest this year? This is so fucking random. I'm going to be washing my hair that day. You've had a long, successful career and now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you faced while working there and refused to attend. Yeah, all the good memories. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Yeah, I'll go with that. Play in your local sports team. Nah, I'll go with that one. Your ideal getaway, holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind. Tempting. Exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, also tempting. A structured day out of at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family. Yeah. Romantic getaway with your partner to the tropical island paradise. Also tempting. These are all fucking good. You're a natural beauty. Oh, well, thank you. Surround myself in natural beauty. Maybe. See, for me, this sounds like, yeah, going out to just somewhere off the beaten path. And just chilling. See, I do all of these. Let's do this one. It is most important that the government keeps people equal, happy, free, and safe. See, this could go down very badly. You keep people safe, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily free, or happy, or equal. You choose any one of these, and the others are just left off the side. Happy is hard to achieve, too. We'll go with equal. Sign my name. What the fuck was that? I need to a family matter. Okay. I need to do this now. Okay. The audio is fucking loud. Music can go down. Alright. Cool. Subtitles, yes. The room. 50. TV screens, they're fine. Cool. VSync is off. What the fuck? What the shit? Swap the shadows, yes. Apply. Cool. Much better. Now my ear holes aren't being blasted by music. Family matter, it's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just dying. I can't believe I misread that. You're just drying up the favorite coffee cup. A worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. That's it there? I was kind of hoping to see Goofy. Oh, I want a Goofy mug now. Look at the window brings you back to reality. On the window. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. I am the character's sibling? I mean, yes, I'd have a neon green suitcase. I wouldn't mind one. Chris takes a deep breath. Oh god, I'm in this game. What the fuck? I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex. Alex? The fuck? Chris Thomas, I need a favor and you're the only one I could ask? Oh no, Sam is... Oh no, that's the wife. Sam's the wife. Alex is the main character, okay. I know I read names out earlier. I didn't actually it didn't click. It didn't actually be relevant. Okay. Are you okay? Should I get Sam? No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. In 2 minutes, you've heard about the Assets in Wealth Act. No, not really. Must have passed me by. Chris's face is screwed up tight now. They're taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money. Chris adds hastily. But they can't afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. And that's why I'm here. Okay, so what exactly do you need? Why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. What for? They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Ah. So... choosing equality is literally sharing everyone's money with each other. So we all got equal pay. That's kind of fucky. This is what I meant. The choices have dire consequences. I didn't think this would happen though. It's okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go get it, you can take it. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. I don't know what to choose. What do I choose? Do I like help myself to a passport and leave Alex behind? Like, what the fuck? Sure, go for it. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, carefully not to wake Sam. He was cocooned in a duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. Go to your private island. I want a private island, yo. If someone's got a spare one, please. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? Nothing, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. Or Chris is downstairs. They're leaving the country, and they need my passport to do it. I would say this. I personally would say this, but I'm guessing this is probably the better answer. Doing the safe? I'm sure it's nothing, don't worry about it. I'll be up in bed shortly. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yes, here. Good luck with everything. Sorry, Chris, it's against the law. You'll just have to accept it. Yeah, no, good luck. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the nigh fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed hoping you can pry some of the duvet away from Sam without waking him. Just gonna hop in bed, you know. I want some of this. I want my doona. Want some of the doona? Some of the duvet? You go to bed, or Artist is gonna be mad again. Yeah, you should get some sleepsies. But cheers for coming along, Dano. Oh, it's not deafening anymore, thank fuck. The Fallout. Have I fucked up?
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
The vibe into the loading music. Yeah.
Come on, mate. On your left, the plugs and stuff. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes under the desk. Look down. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Oh, should we play? Is this toy safe? Oh, the snuggle hugs? Oh. Advanced Go-Getters. These ones were left over from last time, so let's chuck them in. Actually, no, we had Crazy Meal. There we go.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. And the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No, my sister's kid.
Oh boy.
That's the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody!
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes.
I'm disappointed by vibes. Oh.
It's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Night.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold.
Gonna have them
with a
nice
leading
and
economist
gritty.
and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture.
I could have had a gambling, but nah.
To Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference,
That's a lot of H's.
Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it will be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford.
I mean, we have the ad, Mr. Snugglehouse.
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater
I must
flower
get sleep to do
technology,
good at
the pair
school.
hope to
Yes.
successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the
Sleep is important. Don't do a shock stare and sleep for like 3 hours a night.
only the latest in a series of
Bad.
successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a
Don't
joint
recommend.
statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Griever's bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, I didn't even know there was a thing.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't...
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities.
Leveling it back up.
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! But what this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
Oh god.
Maybe
Bollocks is a swear? What the fuck?
But it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your positions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Franken-science and opiates. Franken-science and opiates. Opiates. See?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them?
I've never heard so much shit in my life.
How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care, right? The fucking news.
Explain it to you.
Bloody hell, I love this tune, though. Alright, mate, see you later, bye!
I don't know what I've done. It's fucked. Oh.
His incredible real action eyes. It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out. Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly. Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now, selling out fast.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the
Very
caseloads
cute
on our
toy.
desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg.
We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
No, just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson. Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the
come
days
on.
when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, a bloody gimp's escaped. Delia? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Put back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy.
Clive, I am not having this again. As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
No more! Hey! Where the fuck are your
Prison's a mixed bag.
parents? Who are your parents?
It's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this.
Oh
Do you
my
feel that your
God.
time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. There's Big Chris,
Oi, oi.
Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
It's open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
It worked.
What now, fellas? I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Jesus!
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, las bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute
Oh
back,
my
everybody.
god.
That went well.
I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music, Vic. I love music. I don't need to stop. Pissed. I think, oh my god.
You need to wake up! I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday!
Alan James, coming to a city near you.
5, 4, 3.
Oh.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolf,
Oh.
and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first
Whoops.
beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believes
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say,
Why can't
hey,
these be like this?
I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
and teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Oh, they
You know,
talking.
It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly, but we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Scratching his ass.
Another day of fears.
Fears.
But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a look at me. Look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be cheeky if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be made. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now.
Make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Oh, it's a thankless one. It is.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that's art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studios.
Whoops.
Content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right.
That could have gone better. I completely forgot about that part. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak? So, okay. Now they said something about upping the volume for the music. Or turn down the broadcast audio. I think that's what he said. I don't remember actually, so I guess we'll just continue on and see what the fuck happens. Oh boy. Give me something low, please. I don't like this song. Aha! Oh. A late night. That's a fancy chandelier. You get to the theater slightly early and Sam's already there waiting, dressed in the nights. You smile wildly as you join hands and take your seats in the private box. Certainly could get used to this. The tickets arrive at you on your... You during the song? Someone is. The tickets arrive on your doormat on Monday with a typed thank you from Chris. You'll get your passport back soon enough, apparently. The show isn't to your usual taste. A pretentious opera in a language you know for a fact that Chris doesn't speak either. Still, the complimentary drinks sure go down smooth. When the show finally ends, how many bows do these people need? You stand in line to get your coats, and Sam has you in creases. Creases? Creases? The hilarious impression of conductor, arms flailing wildly. Yes. The couple in front of you are talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. Sounds awful. Sam smiles gratefully at you as you both think of Chris, safe and sound. When you get home, you're still laughing as Sam heads upstairs to shower before bed. You notice your 14-year-old son isn't home. There's a note on the kitchen table. His almost illegible scroll. It says his friends... he says he's at a friend's house. It's school night, so you go over there and march him home. You trust Charlie. He'll be home soon. See, that's the thing though. You don't want that. It does sound fishy. By the time you reach the friend's house, your temper is boiling over. On seeing you, Charlie loses it and tells you in no uncertain terms where you can shove your ride home. You end up in a full-blown argument in front of his friend and their parents. It's mortifying. You make your excuses and quickly escort him to the car. God damn. It starts to rain as you drive, both of you silently fuming. The sound of the downpour is the only thing that punches the atmosphere of the car. What was that all about, Charlie? He sighs, a sigh of someone much older than his 14 years. I want to be the one who decides what I do, not you. It's not fair. He has to learn boundaries, you ground him. There's been enough bad blood tonight, go easy on him. Okay, so in this situation, I don't mind, because I'm just thinking back to my own, like, childhood. I had a lot of fucking freedom. Like, way too much. But of course, there were some boundaries that I could never cross. And I fucking hated it, but I appreciate it now. Going to a friend's house at night on a school night, not good. Because you do have school, and you could have more freedom. Comes with age, bud. Comes with age, but then again, it's just there's only so much you can do. Boundaries are a lifesaver. Yeah, it is. Lies. See, I had perks. I had parents that didn't give a shit where I was. So I could just, like, walk the streets at night if I wanted to. Of course, I just walked right in and they'd be like, oh, hey. As long as, like, they saw me within the last 24 hours, they wouldn't, like, call the police or anything. So, yeah, I could just do shit like that. Then again, at that point, I also didn't go to school, because I did not like school. So, I was a fucking brat. Let me guess, not the only child? Nope. The oldest of 3. Fun fact. My mum must know where I am every 5 minutes if I leave the house. Yeah, I've never understood that. Even if I become a parent, I don't think I'll ever do that. I'll be like, oh, you going somewhere? Where you going? Okay, cool. Be sure to be back by a certain time. And I'll just leave it at that. Unless, of course, it's a fucking dodge-ass neighborhood, then I'd be like, okay, here's a tracking device. Be sure to keep it on. And keep it on your person at all times. Be my parent. I feel like I'd be a much better parent just for the sounds of things. Unless there's no friends. Also terrible. That's hazy about my people skills. Oh, I reckon you got great people skills. Don't worry about that. That's the thing about people skills. You still learn, even after becoming an adult. And leaving school. And getting a job and shit. It just happens. Ah, see, there you go. So, in this situation, I would ground him. There are some boundaries you should not cross. There are some priorities you should actually go for. I offended Hades multiple times while complimenting him. Ooh. Honestly, you can offend him with anything. So... your people skills are fine. Yeah, no, he's gonna learn them. I don't care how dare you embarrass me like that. Not only did you disobey me, but you disrespected me in front of Ben and his parents. But enough. I've heard enough from you tonight. You're not leaving your room for a month. It's for his own good. You'll realize that someday. Yeah. Which is a sad truth, like, that it may not understand right now, but and that right there would actually hurt your relationship with them until they realize why. I know one of few friends. You've got plenty of friends here, HadesCrypt. What are you talking about? I know I'm one of them. Like, come on now. So yeah, in that situation, if you found yourself being a parent, or if you already are a parent, would you ground your kid? Are you those shocky? Oh, come on now. We play games. Though we need to play more games with you, Dano. Let's see. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a light weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advanced logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents. I don't need friends that disappoint me. This is your second reminder letter regarding the assets involved redemption scheme. Please submit your passport to your nearest government office as soon as possible in order to register for the scheme. You cannot receive your share of the national rebate without submitting these documents. You knew there would be consequences, but that doesn't make it any easier. This is the part where I'm hoping I get my passport back soon. We work as a team and we are rewarded as a team. Forwards.
Again? I'm fucking dead! Shut the fuck up! Why is it always humble Minecraft fucking Roblox parody? Ish.
Oh god. Well, people don't like playing games with you? No, what are you talking about? I'm, like, me personally, war games are not my thing, but I'll play them. And yeah, we've got to play more games, dude. So whenever there's a cooperative moment, and if you got the game, fucking let's go. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Chris is safe, that's what matters. Yes, I'm safe. You should have your passport in like 2 months. Shocking we could play DBD or Sea of Thieves. That is true. I do have both games now. So definitely for a weekend stream. Provided that the time zones match up, we're definitely gonna be playing if you're up for it. Let's see, a tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. I still do. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Across from you is Chris's empty seat, probably on a tropical beach somewhere, you think. You catch Sam's eye, who breaks into a smile, clearly thinking the same thing. Even without Chris, the food has had to be stretched a little thinner this year. But no one seems to notice. Christmas really can be a wonderful time of year. You'd be surprised how you can celebrate Christmas with so little money. You just gotta get creative. You look around the room at your family. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You stay silent, or you make a toast? Let's make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. Well, most of us. There are murmurs of cheers, but much clinking of glasses. We don't have Christmas here, but that applies. Yeah, exactly. As long as there's a holiday you celebrate with your family, as far as I'm concerned, it's just as good as Christmas. Because that's what Christmas is, in my opinion. It's not the religious part, it's the fact that you spend time with your family. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? Oh god. You raise a questioning eyebrow. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. You know me and my friends are planning to go traveling this year, Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. I'm going to laugh at your face. I knew it! I'm a mind reader, you chuckle. As your 19-year-old daughter rolls her eyes. You wish you could say yes without worrying, but now that your mother's had to move in, things aren't quite as simple as anymore. Just how much are we talking here? Only a few hundred. She mumbles. He pushes a stray pea across her plate. It takes a great effort for you to not spit your mulled wine across the table. Until your elderly mother! Oh no! I know it's a lot, darling, Sam interjects, but trains are expensive. This is a great opportunity for her, and I did already say she could go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is why you discuss things as a couple. You don't do that. Because then it ends up with divided opinions. Oh no! I'd say, so now I'm kind of forced to be like, alright, let's go for it. Because I can't just be like, no, we just don't have the money. Because that would be bullshit. That would disappoint everybody, including the wife. Okay, yeah, no, you're right, make it work somehow. Susie's grin stretches from ear to ear. You mean it? That's so great! Thank you, thank you, thank you! The mood soars as Sam puts a paper hat on your head and Charlie takes pleasure in reading everyone's good awful crap jokes. Good? Yeah, we'll go with good. The room is filled with voices and laughter. Looking around at your grinning family, your mother whispers, your father would be so pleased. You dab your eye with your napkin. You're very lucky. Here's hoping luck can be translated into money. Broke as poor. We've just gone down. The current wealth is, what is money? Oh no! We need to get richer! A long weekend. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. You going to sleep now? Hell yeah! Well, cheers for some bye, Dino. Have a nice sleeps. I hope you have enough sleep at school. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bossman. calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. What? Some information has come to light concerning this rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 AM sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you gonna tell Sam? I hate it when they do that. That sucks. Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Ignore the message you need this weekend. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you really should go to work. Bossman's temper is legendary. You know, let's pretend we didn't hear the message. Message deleted. What was that? Comes to the voice from behind you. Nothing important. Your reply is you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam round the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. Oh shit. Still have the other kidney? Oh my god, we're poor as fuck. Oh no! An unwelcome return? When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I am very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Yes. It is kind of a dick move. It is. Permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after. So you won't have to do anything. Sign the permission slip for your sons to join the Advanced Go-Getters, or you refuse to sign. Like leeching more? Yeah. See, in my current situation, like, because I'm living alone, I would work on the weekend. But if I was living with my spouse, I would be like, no, I ain't going. Fuck that. Yep, sign the permission slip. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. You hope. I'm about to become more financially unstable, huh? Fair? Yeah. Surely is. Alan James is right in front of you? Ooh. Some guys at work gave them to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you. Brandishing two tickets. You see the title with bold letters. Alan James is right in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Free tickets are free tickets. He's a character and it'll be hilarious if nothing else. I don't think so. The guy's a nut job. Honestly, the dude's fucking funny. Right, let's go. The show is entertaining but much less funny than you had thought. He's a powerful public speaker and something about it sticks in your mind. Lying in bed that night, wide awake, long after Sam's breathing turns heavy, it hits you. It was the crowd. Not laughing, but roaring. Achievement unlocked. Middle of the road. A profitable partnership? After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the posts sorted in piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar Advanced logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front of the corresponding urgent red that grabs your attention. Have we not got our passport back yet? Best to get it over with. The letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forwards to our fight for equality, but nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country. The Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions, chosen by the advance of consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. EOB, Eye of the Beholder, Incorporated. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or contour? I don't know. We see the beauty in all our customs. Neil's Deals Limited is always a steal from Crazy Neil. Oh. Pleasure Corp. Our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. Or leisure. Okay, so we've got beauty, we've got Crazy Neil, and we've got pleasure. Crazy? Go with crazy? You know what? Let's fucking go. Crazy all the way. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this from using the envelope provided. You'll receive a report with your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even advanced can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? We're going up from selling the other kidney to what is money? We're not broke. We're just only partially broke. We're not bankrupt yet. So we're just gonna promote Crazy Neil like crazy. All the Crazy Neil. Such a vibe, I know, right? So we're about to do another broadcast, and I think that'll be the last one for the stream. But it's gonna be so good. The Tempest.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here. Your
Bozeman.
boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fate.
No. Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5,
Check your prostate.
4, 3.
It's time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and...
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt, or an act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options.
With two of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
It might seem amusing to us, but clearly this formerly overprivileged section of our society is not adjusting well to the new future. It's often too easy to forget that not every citizen is thriving under advance.
Table for two. Johnny Hamsleaves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning.
I don't
know. A breakthrough device for aiding in installation
it was the perfect
is sure
toy.
to change the way we see the humble Flard.
This is cheap ripoff.
Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh god.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, joyfully, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're very lucky we're spending any time with you at all. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy? Who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes, that'll be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat.
Come on.
Before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Jolly cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend. But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then it's a general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic.
My God.
Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera, but I make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call normal again?
And now you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down, you're excited. Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on,
I'm happy, Mr. Tadlock.
Your poster, your
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advanced mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm bursting. Oh!
She's very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
Watch your back, Jeremy. Women are coming.
I'm all worried about this water dripping onto my head.
This has got a crazy feel.
Alex, Ethan, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Let's get crazy. You want to sleep on your lawn?
What have we learned? Shortcuts help.
We've got men sleeping bags, boys.
Other than that, I've not really been paying attention.
You could sleep it upside down with
Who watches the news?
I don't say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Lanky Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker. For shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad, if you ask me. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Striker. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope the round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large. Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. Slogans across her breasts and arms. Try and ignore all of that.
Avoid.
As soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite nice, and women's body. Yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever.
Oh.
Harris. And was that offensive thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
The fuck?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and several subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show.
2 battles at once, yeah.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise.
Oh, God.
We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dancing troupe there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket's been knocked over! I cannot stand when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Really, if you ask me,
oh no.
And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again. And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket.
Oh,
I wouldn't like to call that
God.
one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads.
It's not a
but
drill.
unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
Go on, Harris.
Back to Striker. And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but, of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame. Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. Here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
No! Not like this! Not like this!
I mean, there's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes. We want our money. Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Jog on! It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris, who really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place.
I'm rooting for Harris. Ah, I see. I got fingers crossed. It's quite animated.
She's juggling it around from her hand. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on, from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is... everyone!
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals. They're 6th and 7th respectively.
Oh God.
Thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone just struck me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge, so your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions.
So sorry about all these buckets. We, seem to have sprung a leak.
Oh.
Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple seal that, shouldn't, wouldn't it?
We'll look into it.
That's so good to see you
Oh,
again.
boy.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant. It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet. Is your seat down?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Chicken cow.
5, 4, 3.
Ow.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know what, Megan? As my old mum used to say,
Dino, what
there
the
are
fuck?
some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
pet?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, me mam came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Oh, was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half-time.
That sounds...
It was awful. It was awful for us, and this is the point. It was awful for him.
Sorry, I can't respond right
They
now,
could see
Dino.
it was
But yeah, I did
destroying
miss
me, man,
you.
watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she
Gotta
didn't
keep
want
this
to lose the
broadcast
children,
going.
as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. Yes. This is a service only for people who choose it.
Dino, you need sleep.
For people who feel they run
God
their
dang it.
course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline into an
This microphone pack has just given me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Oh, yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a raw shell face, fucker! That one was massive! Right, no, this bastard's coming off!
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... my grandmother with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Our thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Do you suffer?
So they just...
The same, sir.
I don't suppose
Did I
there's
just
any
kill
way this would
myself?
be a good thing.
It's for my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I start the leak.
Oh boy. Can't sleep, so you need to be my Selling a kidney. We've gone up. But everything's gone down. Oh god. Oh. Damn. Like, jeez, okay. So yeah. We'll leave it there for now. I can still hear the music. Play some music here. But yeah, I hope everyone's gonna have a great day tonight, and maybe we might be the one. It's time to end the swim. If anyone had any suggestion to raid somebody, more than happy to go raid them right now. Hey, I'm gonna get ready for work. I got shit to do. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make this a full Let's Play. I may start again, I don't know, or just continue where I left off. But yeah, if anyone's got any raid suggestions, anyone who might be live, I'm gonna have a quick look myself. Because I have no ideas. Anyone I'm following right now? I've got a few people live. Have a good one. See you next time. Alright, dude. Catch you later, Sliver. Let's see. Don Drone. I'm pretty sure I've rated this guy before. Let's go give him a nice surprise, eh? Go. Alright. It's out. You don't need to work. I need to work. What are you talking about? Alright, well, yeah. Thank you for everyone come along. Gonna go raid him. I'll only be able to raid and they have to leave. But I hope everyone sticks around to watch him. Him or her. I forgot. Pretty sure it's a dude. Either way. Gotta be a responsible adult. What are you talking about? Responsibility is necessary. Otherwise, I won't be able to stream like this. It's gotta happen. Someone's gonna take the responsibility. Shocky cannot be a kitty. No. Yeah, go to sleep, John. Yeah, but yeah, thank you everybody. I hope everyone has a great day and night and may a way more be in the world, and I'll catch y'all next time. I will be streaming. I'll check. Let me just quickly check this. I'll be streaming. Where's my thingy? There it is. I'll be streaming Drake Hollow tomorrow, so we'll see how things go there. All right, catch y'all next time. Bye.